How to date a girl. Love. Is there anything else for which human beings will work so hard? With this list, Brightside assumes that you found a potential female partner you'd like to date, someone who is either a friend or a casual acquaintance, and you're ready to move things toward romance. 1. Listen to what she says. Why are your friends? Because they care about you. Because they listen to what you say and you can rely on them to help you work through things. If you want to befriend girls, you'll need to prioritize their feelings too. Even if you're not really interested in what they like, make an effort to listen to them and support them. Who knows? You might pick up a new interest or hobby in the process. Friends who do things together can easily become couples who do things together. 2. Break the touch barrier. This is tricky to do without overstepping your bounds, so take care. If you think a girl might like you, take a few little touch risks. Touch her arm or offer to hold her hand when you're hanging out. Be playful and relaxed, not creepy. Touch her elbow or put your hand on the small of her back to guide her through a crowd. Try touching her upper arm and laughing when she says something funny. Touching someone communicates that you find them attractive, and it's also a sign of confidence. Both of these things can make someone feel more attracted to you. Keep in mind that your friend will decide if they want you to touch them or not, and you have to respect their decision. So if they don't seem to like it, whether they say something or not, stop. If you're not sure if they like it, have a conversation with them. If they say they don't want you to touch them, don't do it again. Find a different girl with whom you can develop a potential relationship. 3. Use your words. Girls are not a different species. They're people just like you, with their own thoughts and feelings. You don't have to play games with them, and they often respect directness. If you think a girl likes you, ask her if she's interested in starting something. Don't do it in front of others, as this can put uncomfortable pressure on her response. At the same time, don't corner her. You don't want her to feel trapped, do you? Be relaxed, open, and safe. During this conversation, imagine that you are on a job interview. If you debase yourself and beg for a job, your potential boss won't be impressed and will probably find your behavior off-putting. On the other hand, if you can demonstrate that you have as much to offer the company as they have to offer you, you're more likely to get the job. This discussion about entering a relationship is a bit like both of you going on an interview to be with each other. You're interviewing to be her boyfriend, and she's interviewing to be your girlfriend. You both have power in the situation, and it has to be a decision of mutual benefit. And remember that rejection happens. If she turns you down, don't get mad at her or down on yourself. If it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. Look elsewhere. 4. Ask her out. Once you suspect that there's a mutual interest, you need to talk about it. Ask her out. Don't let the conversation turn into a lingering, awkward silence. End on a positive note. If you're pretty sure she's receptive to a date, ask her out at the end of the conversation. Something like, "Hey, I've got to go, but it's been really great talking to you. Would you like to continue this over a cup of coffee sometime?" Put your cards on the table and trust your friendship to let you talk honestly. And don't ask her out over chat or text. Give her a call or ask in person. Though it's a small gesture, it means a lot. If you're serious about her, treat her with respect. And speaking of respect, 5. Respect her consent. If she says yes, awesome! You've taken the next step. If she says no, take no for an answer and back off. Rejection happens and it's fine. Just let it go and find someone else. If she seems unsure or says she has to think about it, don't put pressure on her. There are lots of movies out there telling us to be persistent and that we can win the heart of a girl that doesn't like us at first. This is terrible advice. If you keep asking her out, it's more likely to bother her than make her like you. Sometimes girls say no to gauge how a boy handles rejection. If you get upset, that's a red flag, and she'll feel like she avoided a bad situation. If, on the other hand, you're cool and relaxed about it, disappointed but understanding, that suggests you might be a good partner. She might change her mind in the future, but don't sit around waiting for that to happen. She has your number and can always contact you. A note about the dreaded friend zone. It's not really a thing. Some girls just aren't interested in having a romantic relationship with you, and that's okay. You may have started this list with the hope of finding a girlfriend, but if you like someone and they don't like you in that way, that's fine. There are plenty of other girls out there. Girls are people too. Treat them as such, and you'll have better, stronger relationships. 6. Go on a date. Once you've done all the above and a girl wants to go on a date with you, invite her out for a cup of coffee, a movie, or maybe dinner at a modest restaurant you both like. Offer to pick her up, walk her there, or take the bus together. Not only is this polite, it will give the two of you more time to talk. You might want to offer to pay. With modern relationships, it's more and more common for couples to split the bill or pay their own way. Unless you're going to offend your date by offering to pay, it can be a good, classy move. It conveys that you're not cheap and you're serious about her. You may or may not end up paying, but in any case, you should be prepared to do so. Don't show up to the date short on cash. You'll look cheap. Don't put too much pressure on the date. Don't make your first date a fancy candlelit dinner or you'll come off as weird and too intense. If it doesn't go well, don't beat yourself up about it. One bad date doesn't necessarily end a relationship. And if it does go well, now you know better for next time. Here's a pop quiz for a first date. Should you kiss her? Answer: probably not. A kiss on the lips or anything more intimate is not traditional on a first date. Anything more than a hug or a kiss on the cheek is generally understood to suggest that the people involved are only interested in a physical relationship. Girls can be very anxious about a first date, so it's imperative that you don't push her in any way. When you take her home after the date, let her decide how to end the date. If she seems unsure, just smile. Don't make it any more awkward than it has to be. Assuming your date goes well, congratulations! Remember, some guys think that taking a girl out to dinner and paying their way somehow entitles them to affection or sex in return. It does not. You are not entitled to sex or love. It must be offered freely to you. A stable, loving relationship is between equals, with neither owing the other anything. Make sure she knows you understand that. 7. Subsequent dates. If you still feel a good vibe a week or so after the first date, consider asking her out again. She may expect you to initiate it, rather than waiting for her to do so. Just a simple, "Hey, would you like to go out again? I had this great idea," will suffice. If she asks you out, that's fine. Let her take the lead. With a second date, it's safe to be a bit more romantic. If you went out for coffee the first time, go out to dinner this time. If you hung out with a group of friends the first time, plan a way for just the two of you to hang out. Do the same things on this date as you did on the first. Talk to her, listen to her, be funny, and be yourself. Just have a good time. Now might be the time to kiss her. Assuming the date goes well, it may be time to take things to the next level. If the mood is right and you haven't already done so, take this opportunity to give her a goodnight kiss. Look for the signs that she wants a kiss. She's hesitating, her body language is open to you, she's biting her lower lip, she's slightly flushed, she inclines her head slightly toward you, your faces are 3 inches apart or less, you're staring at each other with hopeful expressions, etc. Move in slowly to give her time to react. If you do kiss, congratulations. Enjoy the moment. If she flinches or pushes you away, don't press. Apologize for misreading things by saying something like, "Sorry, not yet." Treat her like it's fine, because it is. You've got time. You should probably not go any further, particularly if this is only your second or third date. If this is your first kiss with the girl, leave it at that. She probably won't invite you in, but even if she does, you should decline. With sincerity say, "I really want to, but not tonight. Next time." This will convey your interest in a lasting relationship rather than a physical hookup, while conveying that you are still interested in her physically. 8. Ask her to be your girlfriend. Once you are pretty sure there's a strong mutual attraction, ask her to be your girlfriend. You can do this in a big, creative way, or simply ask her in person. It may seem old-fashioned, but open and honest communication about your relationship is always a good sign. Never ask this over text or chat. Even just over the phone is questionable. And absolutely don't change your Facebook relationship status or refer to her as your girlfriend until she responds. She might say yes or no. If she seems unsure or says she's not ready, that's an indication that you need to keep things casual for a little longer. She needs more time to warm up to you. Make it clear that you are willing to wait as long as she needs and that you support her taking her time. This will mark you as a safe and respectful potential boyfriend, and it will also convey that you are still very interested in her. Good luck! So, how did you do? Did you find some useful tips for getting and keeping a girlfriend? What did you do differently? How did you end up with your girlfriend now or in the past? Tell us in the comments below. As always, remember to like, share, and hit that subscribe button to always stay on the bright side of life.